This is Patrick Baker with Prime of Life Tech, and this is your Tech Minute. This is episode 13 in the Caregiver Tech series, and we're going to be discussing Chrome OS Flex. Chrome OS Flex is a free to individuals, and I'm not sure about the business status, but for individuals, it's a free replacement for older versions of Windows or the Mac operating system, or Mac OS or OS X. And at any rate, a lot of my clients have older systems, whether it's a Windows PC running Windows 10 or something older, or oftentimes they may have a Mac that's running an older version, OS X. And at any rate, as these older versions are losing their support, they don't get the replacement, or they don't get the updates that are necessary to deal with vulnerabilities in the operating system. And if you're not running some sort of anti-malware software, or there's some debate about whether the newer versions of both operating systems require additional anti-malware software, but that's a different discussion. Anyhow, end of life for Windows 10 is in March of 2025. And end of life for Mac OS Big Sur is November of 2023. So those are coming up pretty soon. And so for like my clients who may not need the capabilities of something like a Windows 10 or newer, or Mac OS Big Sur or its replacement, Mac OS Monterey, they can upgrade if their computers will support it. But if their computers won't support these newer versions, then what are alternatives do they have? And so that's where something like Chrome OS Flex comes in. So Google just recently announced the beta testing for Chrome OS Flex. And essentially, if you've ever used a Chromebook, you've used Chrome OS. So essentially what it is, it's replacing Windows or Mac OS with Chrome OS. And you can test drive Chrome OS Flex by installing it on a bootable USB drive and basically taking it for a test drive on a Windows PC or on a MacBook or something. So that's pretty cool. If you want to learn more about Chrome OS Flex and the beta testing program, you can go to the URL that's on the screen here, or you can just Google Chrome OS Flex and go to the page on it. Also to mention, next week is episode 33, Senior Tech Coffee, and taking a little bit more of a business focus on this episode. Going to be talking about Notion and other productivity tools. So that should be pretty interesting. If Notion is essentially a database tool on steroids, and you can do so many things with it. You can basically create your own tracking systems. You can do a lot of different things. Anyway, and in addition, coming up in March, going to have another episode of Relevant Conversation with my friend Lori Dubois. It's going to be on March 15th at 10 a.m. After we've switched over to daylight savings here in the Denver area. And the topic is going to be entrepreneurs on social media. How do you show up? And stay tuned for some more information about that one. If you'd like more information about me, visit primeoflifetech.com, or you can follow me on LinkedIn or Facebook. I'm also on Instagram and on my YouTube channel as well. So thanks for watching your Tech Minute. This is Patrick Baker with Prime of Life Tech. Stay safe out there. Thanks.